Bezo coming into this are front runner to a first place and a second place, I believe they had, and suddenly everything.
Oh, that's
has
8 belt. There it
down.
is.
That's Belveth 3. Oh no, but she took the thieves gloves.
Oh my god, what?
Hi, I'm Garrix, a challenger player on EU West, and what you just saw was a game from one of my first tournaments. I've got improving to do still, so come along on this journey with me and let's get better at TFT together. So a little overview of the Shurima trait that we played today. So a opener could look something like this. You really want that Renekton 2 to begin with, and maybe a Cassiopeia 2. They are actually pretty strong early, and along this maybe Akshan or Talia, so you get the Shurima going, and you can also play like Shogat here, so you get another bruiser. So this is a pretty strong opener here, and then later on you're playing a board like this maybe. If you manage to hit a spat, you can put that out to Jarvan. Here is a really good holder of it, and you're gonna be carrying Azir here as your main carry. Jarvan is gonna be your main tank. You can have like Nasus as a secondary tank, or if you hit like Nasus 2 before Jarvan, well, you can itemize Nasus instead. It really just depends. Good augments here are Pandora's items, so you get the items you want. Ancient archives or just any way of getting the Shurima spat is just good for this, so you can play 7 Shurimas more easily. If you don't have a spat, then I'll probably just play maybe 5 Shurimas instead, as you're gonna play quite a lot of low quality units that won't be that strong of a board. And finally, like something like Harm Assist is really good for that additional healing on your team. And yeah, if you don't hit the spat like we did in the game, as you will see, you can play like something like this instead. So you're gonna play 5 Shurima, you can like fill it up with strategists instead. So yeah, something like that maybe could work. So yeah, let's get into the gameplay, guys. Hi guys, we're back with another video here on my ranked adventures here. We have chosen the university portal here. Unfortunately, it is the Thresh Sanctum here that wins, but that's a fine portal as well. We get Digistana to begin with, so let's see what we get. Along with it, we get a Grey Orb here. Let's pick it up. Let's see. Cassiopeia, Renekton in the shop there. Jhin along with the set we picked up from the orb. Another Grey Orb, another set there. So we get the set pair with the Jhin here. Jhin pair now, so maybe we could play a Ionia opener from here. Also, if you noticed, I've frontlined the Tristana here because that makes it so the minions will kill her, actually giving us a extra stack, which can be important. Extra stack of the Thresh Sanctum soul thingy. So yeah, that's something you can use in your own games. Put a squishy unit in the front in the neutral rounds, and you can get some additional stacks. First augment here is silver. I reroll a bit, but just end up taking the Harm Assist there because it's a general augment, so it doesn't really lock us into anything, and it's always good with some healing on your units, right? So it's never bad. We get a Jhin 2 also, but nothing else to play really. We can't activate the Ionia as we're missing a Irelia here, but that's alright, we're just gonna play this for now. So because we did get a strong opener here, we're just gonna play for a loss streak to begin with here. I usually like to play for streaking early, so I like playing tempo. That's what I'm most comfortable with, and I believe that's also like the easiest way to play the game. all new players if you can, because well, win streaking means that you have a lot of HP, while lose streaking can get quite a bit uncomfortable as you're having a deficit in HP, so you don't have that much room for error later on in the game. But also learning to play strongest board is quite hard, but you need to know what is strongest board to win streak, of course. But those are some skills you'll pick up along the way. But a general rule is, of course, 2-star units are strong early. They are more important than traits, but a mix of those will keep you streaking. And also it's important to slam items as well early if you want to streak. But yeah, in our case we have no items to slam really. We can make like a Zephyr, we can make Redemption, we can make the Chalice, but yeah, none of those are really any good items. So we're just gonna chill for now. Take another loss here. Unfortunately, we won our last fight, so we do not have a loss streak going on, which is unfortunate, but mixed streaking is fine as well, as long as you like preserve HP, then it's okay. We're second pick here, so let's see. I try to pick up the spatula here, as we can use that later on for our board, depending on what we want to play. So I feel like that was a flexible option to pick the spatula there. We get a Cassiopeia 2 here, which is nice. Garen in the shop as well. We can play that for Juggernauts if we want, which we will. But yeah, not leveling here. We're not trying to streak really, and we would be down in quite a bit of gold actually, as I want to hold all of these units right now. So we're just gonna stay level 4 and accept the losses coming our way here. Again, it's unfortunate that we lost at 2-2 there, but it is what it is. Hopefully we will lose streak into the Crux here, so we have something going on at least. If you play the last set and sets previous to this set, you will know that the leveling intervals were a bit different. It's more expensive now to level up, so it's more important to keep your econ going early on, so you don't fall behind. That's something I have to work with as well, because I know already last set sometimes I didn't prioritize econ as much because I was playing tempo. So in those cases it's not that important, or as important. If you have a streak going, then making interest is kind of fake. But now you gotta be a bit more careful with that actually, because well, it's more expensive to level up again, so you need to have that interest goal going, or you're going to fall behind a lot later on. Also, these new level intervals also affect the way you can play tempo as well, because now it's not as easy to level up actually, so rolling is a bit more important as well at the right time, so you don't bleed out too much. So those are some important concepts to think about when playing. When should you roll? When should you just chill and econ up? And when do you need to level? Of course, the most optimal way is to level on interval. And what I mean by that is when all of your gold, it goes even into the leveling, so you have no gold wasted. For example, if I would level now, it costs 4 gold to level, so you gain 4 XP every time. I would land on 26 XP, so that would be 2 XPs over the interval, so that would be 2 golds wasted. In some cases, if you want to play for tempo or keep a streak going, then that could be the correct play, but in the long run that's actually going to hurt your econ quite a lot. Actually what you want to do is you want to level at 3-2, or after the carousel rounds, or at neutrals. Those are the perfect intervals, so that's a good thing to keep in mind to level during those times. But again, there are of course exceptions to this. But yeah, we'll talk about those exceptions when they come up in other videos or maybe in this video. But those are also things you have to learn yourself, when you should know yourself, like your position. Do you really need to level right now, or can you wait? It all depends. If you have a lot of HP to work with, well then you can just sacrifice that HP for econ instead. But if you don't have a lot of HP but a lot of gold, then you need to spend it or you're going to die. It's quite a simple concept, but it's really hard to master. Here we pick up the Shen there. That's quite a nice pickup. And we put in a Renekton there for Shurima. Yeah, we picked up the Pandora's box there as our second augment. What I'm thinking about now is maybe a kind of Shurima angle, as we have a spat, so we can go for a Shurima spat because we have that Pandora's box, so we can guarantee it. And also we have some Shurima units going already, so I feel like that could be a good angle. So that's what we are going to play for this game. We are quite weak right now though. We don't have a lot of gold and we're also low on HP, so we're not really looking that good right now, but we can still manage. So to save HP here, I still have some items. Finally get that Ginsu going. It's a core item for us here, and also that Shiv. And along with the Radiant Giant Slayer there, he will be very strong. Slamming the Protective Vow onto Shen also, as that's a general good item for our front lines right now, as a lot of units have some very impactful casts, so getting that cast early is very important. And here I'm trying to figure out what the board is going to look like. Here we also high roll a Nasus. We're getting quite a lot of forecasts here at level 6, so we're really lucky with that. But we put in the Nasus here, so we get the Juggernaut along with our set 2 there. Sell off that Sejuani, as we're probably not going to play her. Again, just thinking about the board, as you can play like some kind of Aphelios version. So you have the Deadeye with Aksha on already, so playing Aphelios could be an option. Or just going for the Azir as main carry is also a option. It all depends on what you hit. We win the fight here. That's kind of unfortunate actually, as we had a loss streak going. So it's kind of sad that we win there. But again, it is what it is. We have to play along with that now. We rolled 2 rods here, so we should slam a Shurima spat and save it on any unit here. We do it on the Samira there. Very good. We get 2 gold orbs here, very lucky. One of them has a Jarvan, which is a really strong unit. He's a really good holder of the Protector's Vow, and also a very good holder of the Shurima spat. So that is the plan now. And this duplicator and all that gold we got is also really good for us. We really needed it. So now we're looking actually quite a lot better, in a lot better position here. So we're just gonna sacrifice this round, and next round we're gonna level up and roll down for our units and pivot our board into some like 5 or 7 Shurima board, depending on what we hit. Hopefully we win this fight here. It's quite close. It's very close, but we win, so that's really good. Here we get another prismatic augment actually. Ancient Archives is an option. Armistice there are really needed. Pick up the Ancient Archives as we can get some more Shurima spats. We high roll a Gusante there. We already have a pair of Azirs, actually hit the Azir, and a Nasus, so we just instantly duplicate the Nasus there, so we get our board going. Sell off the Shen there. Put the Shurima spat on the Jarvan and the Protector's Vow and all the items on Azir, and now we have a really strong board here. So we're looking really, really good. And we also already have our next unit to put in. We have a Cassante there, and we also have the Renekton ready to go. I forgot to pick up those Taubes last round, but that's alright, we can pop them now. And if we don't hit, it actually doesn't matter. Here I first am like, oh, we missed, but then I realize, oh, no, it's alright, we actually got the Pandora's thingy, so it's all good. But the Juggernaut Spat was actually quite okay, because we have Nasus already, so we can put that Juggernaut Spat on Jarvan if we want to. But yeah, we're very strong here. We face off against a rogue player here, but even though we're really strong, we actually lose to this guy, so that's kind of bad for us actually. Really need to keep that streak going, but yeah, that's unfortunate for us. In the carousel here I see another Cassante, so that could be an option to pick up that Cassante, and we get it, so that's really nice. Unfortunately we already used our duplicator on the Nasus, but that's alright, we might be able to find another Cassante later. And also just denying Cassante is good as well. Here we roll some bad emblems, so we're still like a prismatic down, but that's alright. Our board is actually pretty strong anyways. Also I realize here I can put in 7 Shurima actually, which is probably a stronger board than what I was playing, so I put in that instead. Yeah, it is definitely stronger. Ascending immediately is very, very strong. It gives the board a lot of value. Yeah, and a Aphelios 1 without items isn't really doing anything, and set 2 is quite decent, but a Ascended Renekton and the Cassiopeia 2 is actually, or no, it was the Cassandra I believe I put in, is actually stronger. Quite a lot of utility actually. We get the Juggernaut Spat again, so I decide to slam it now. Also another Protector Spell onto Nasus, so he cast earlier. Getting the Cassiopeia in is actually, or having the Cassiopeia in is actually quite good also, because she provides some anti-heal for the team. So that's some nice utility. But yeah, we're really strong here. Our board, we have Azir 2 and Nasus 2, so that's really good. And our Jarvan also is quite strong, even though he's just a 1-star. He's giving a lot of utility to the team with that huge CC, and also he gives us the strategist trait along with Azir, so that's really good. We roll a Deadeye Spat here, nothing we want really, so we're just gonna keep that emblem there. I pick up the Swain here, as we might play him later for the strategist. As I mentioned earlier there, I wanted to put up my weak units there, so maybe they could die, so I could get additional stacks, but I was a bit too slow on that. I just reforge here, as I might get something I can use right now, because otherwise the reforge is basically useless, because I already have the Pandora's effect already. But we actually get a good item, so we get another belt, so we can slam that Warmbox onto Nasus, which is really good with that Juggernaut and also his ability, because he already steals a lot of stats or resistances, so giving him raw HP just amplifies that a lot more. Here we fight the first place player, or he was the first place player I believe, and we cannot destroy him, because again our board is actually really, really strong. We natural the Jarvan 2 there. Yeah, this game is quite the high roll, but we level here, put in the Jin, as he's quite decent for now. He's an upgraded unit and gives Deadeye to our action as well. And also we are able to make 40 interest there, so that's good. Now we fight this rogue player again, so let's see how this one goes. This time he wasn't positioned all the way, or all the rogue units on Azir's side, so he survived for quite a while, which means he managed to dish out a lot of damage, so the rest of the team could clean up. Finding another Azir here, scouting, and I see that the first place player right now is playing Azir as well, so I'm going to deny him by holding this one. And yeah, we're just chilling right now. We're looking to go 9 actually. We have a lot of HP, we have a really strong board already. There is nothing to upgrade, only the Cassante, and yeah, we're not hitting that. So we're just gonna save our money, go to 9, find the Cassante and maybe another legendary or something, and that would be our board. We fight a ghost here. So yeah, we're gonna demolish that board. Just pick up the extra 4 cost there for some better odds maybe. Fighting some more Azir maybe, because that could be an option also, 3-starring Azir. And there actually is a Azir on carousel here, so I pick it up with the Thieves Gloves, which is a bad item here, as we have a lot of 2 stars. And in Shurima, like, all units are quite strong when they already ascend, so giving them some additional items won't be bad at all. We roll a Void Emblem there also, so that's kind of useless. I decided to put in Teemo here for a additional strategist, because yeah, Jin isn't doing that much. So giving the team-wide bonus here is stronger, I believe. Also, Teemo actually combos with Cassiopeia, because if she is using her ability on a target that already has been inflicted with grievous wounds, she will actually deal extra damage. So if Teemo has managed to cast already, because he also inflicts grievous wounds, she will deal bonus damage. But yeah, I'm not really expecting this Teemo to do anything. He's just a trade bot right now. So yeah, he's just a 1-star. As you saw last fight, he's just getting 1 shot, but that's alright. At least he's giving some trades. Also, an option here could be, if I had it, but I haven't hit any Talia since I sold them, I could have played Talia instead of the Cassiopeia also, because Talia has multicaster, which couples with Teemo. But yeah, that's just a little side note. It doesn't really matter, as they wouldn't be doing that much damage anyways. Our main carries are the Azir here and the Nasus. We roll another bad emblem, so we're still like half a augment down. This time I position up my weakest units here. What I probably should do also is take out like the Cassante actually, so my units don't ascend immediately. That would mean that the Cassiopeia would also die here, probably. But yeah, that's also a minor detail, really. That doesn't really matter. Let's see here. We just want utility here, really, and we get the Shroud of Stillness offered, so of course we're gonna pick that up. We get the Invoker emblem here, actually, so that is a usable emblem, actually, as we have the Invoker from Cassiopeia, but it's not really that impactful, so I'm just gonna keep it on the item bench there and see if we can hit a Shurima or something. We fight against the other Azir player there, but he still has Azir 1 only, so we're really strong. Level here, let's see what we can hit. Rolling, we want 1 Cassante. Decided what to pick up here, holding the Rise. The Rise this game is the Resurrection Rise, because it's the Shadow Isles, so he will spawn a portal, and if 2 units have died, he will respawn them with like 20% HP or something. So it's not that bad. Unfortunately, he resummons the Teemo there, so that doesn't really do that much, but hey, it's better than nothing. And we take out this player here. So now we're just 2 players left. We hit the Cassante 2 there, so that's really nice. We roll a challenge spat, again a useless spat, but that's alright. So now we're just looking for like Rise 2 here, maybe taking out the Teemo, and maybe a Azir 3 if we're lucky. So that's really what we're looking for, but yeah, we're probably beating this guy anyways, and actually he surrendered. So yeah, that would be the end of this game. This was actually like the first time I played Shurimas, I believe. I haven't even played it on the PvE, but I've seen in the lobbies I've played, that well as Seer can be quite successful. He's really strong, and yeah, I've also seen Shurima be really strong. So that's really why I tried it this game, and yeah, we got a really good angle, and also of course we high rolled quite a bit. But it's also important to recognize that good augments, we got good econ at least after we got all those gold orbs and such. But yeah, again, it's important to think about what you can play, what your angles are, and of course look what the others are playing. So like at this game there wasn't anybody else really playing for Shurima except that other guy, but because we rolled before him we could hit everything, and therefore we contested in a good way, so to say. But yeah, I guess that was it for this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.